Alright, welcome back Panon, and welcome back viewers to more Dragon Warrior 4. So, little time for... how do I like to say this? Well, anyways, time for a little open and honesty here. Full disclosure. That's the word I like. Full disclosure. So, I wanted to do some stuff off screen. I wanted to buy equipment for characters and stuff like that. But we had an issue. We had an issue with me trying to sell equipment, buy equipment, and do stuff off screen because of Panon here. I'll show you. Well, seems my task is over. I'll resume my wandering. Goodbye, Max. I wish you success. And Panon left the party. Well, I certainly didn't want to do that without you people here being able to see it. So let's get Max and Ragnar, and, yeah, we'll go with Nara and Mara for the moment. So, we just finished with Stantica, and, we got the Zenithian helmet. Now, I believe they said the shield was kept in Burland. So, let's take out these bomb crags. Now, Ragnar, I don't know if I brought this up in a previous video or not. It's been too long. Ragnar is using the multi-edged sword, which is supposed to do damage to him. So in that case, he didn't take any damage. I think the issue for that is we're either ending the fights, or we're killing the enemy before it has a chance to deal damage to him. So that's why he's not taking damage for using the multi-edged sword. See, he's still got 247 hit points. Now, in addition to that full disclosure, when I last time tried to boot up the game to play it and record a video, it ended up I did something to my save files, and I had saved back 2 or 3 videos worth of progress. So I had to play all of that off screen to get us back up to here. So characters' levels and their equipment are not going to match up from the last video, but that's okay. So some of our characters are going to have equipment that they didn't have before, but everybody should more or less have the best equipment they can have at this point in the game. But I do want to mention that there were several villages and towns that I went and visited that we didn't normally visit, in our previous videos, because I want to make it easier for us teleporting around and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I'm right now walking around, because normally we'd have to go back to the boat, which is taking a while. Okay, oh, you guys are all individual. You know what, let's just run. We'd normally want to get on the boat and sail east. And you know what? Max, why don't you cast Repel? So we'll just travel east, and we should get to the same continent that Burland was on. Is that it? No, that's Talon's hometown. And we have the magic key now, right? Elena, yes, but we need a better key. We need our very final key that we're going to find. Because there are still a lot of doors we need to open up. In fact, I think there are some doors, even right now, that we should go and open up with the magic key. I just don't remember where they all are. Okay, Repel wore off. But right down here is Burland. So I don't know what is and is not different, so let's just walk around and talk to people. See if they got anything new to say. Ragnar, thanks for what you did. I'm now living happily with Alex. Alright, so we rescued her husband way back in like our second or third video. I'm surprised. I hear that some people are gathering Zenithian weapons and armor in order to get to Zenithia. Yeah, that's us. We're doing that. Izmit village is on the coast beyond the cave west of this castle. Yeah, we might want to go visit Izmit and see what's different over there. Even though they're strong, monsters can't enter towns. Want to buy something? If so, go outside and talk to me from across the counter. Well, we do. Well, actually, we don't. I'm studying home alone. Aren't I a good child? That's alright, you keep it up. I'm sure you'll make something up yourself. I don't think Burland has anything that we really want right now. Nope. I think we overall have the very best equipment we can have at this point. Now, there is some equipment, rather, that I could go and get that's better. But, you know, we haven't gotten to those towns yet, even though I kind of went ahead and visited them anyways. Do you know there's a key which even unlocks jail doors made of iron bars? They say the queen of a certain castle has it. What? A queen means a woman king. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up for us. I hear you can have strange dreams in Izmit village. Strange dreams over at Izmit. Well, we wanted to go there anyways. Splendid castle always. I wish to be a royal soldier. Say, can you take me along? No, we went through this earlier, remember? I won't let anyone suspicious pass. This is Burland Castle. Alright, nothing new from you guys. There's a door here that we can open, isn't there? I hear the Zenithian Shield was once in this castle. I also heard that King Stancia had the Zenithian Helm. Well, we got that. I wonder if he still has it. He doesn't anymore. Oh, speaking of which, there's the Zenithian Helm. Now, I thought that it had special properties, and in later versions of the game it does. Hey Ragnar! What are you still here? What a dunce! Geez, thanks. So, in later versions of this game, like remakes for the Game Boy and stuff like that, the helmet does have special abilities, but apparently in this version of the game, that's not the case. It just has its defense bonus and that's it. Although it is a pretty high defense bonus. It's not the highest, but it's really good. Alright, Life Force Nuts. 160 gold, that's not as good. Iron Helmet. Now, we either have as good as the Iron Helmet or better, so we can probably just go and sell the Iron Helmet, but we're going to hang on to those Life Force Nuts and the Strength Seeds. And the Agility Seeds, so not bad. Although I have been just leaving them at the shop for safekeeping. I think what we'll do is, maybe just before we're ready to finish the game, we'll take all the seeds out of storage, and we'll just use them on the characters that I think can benefit from them. Ragnar, glad to see you're fine. Yeah, he's doing good. I hear the golden bracelet, which was for sale, was stolen by monsters. What will they do with such a thing? Golden bracelet, wasn't that... That was like back in Elena's chapter, wasn't it? Yeah, those thieves had us steal it for them. This guy makes me uneasy these days. Come back here, you. Have you heard the story from the old man in the next room? I think we have. Then come back after you hear it. Alright, sir, what do you have to say? I got it. The ruler of evil must be the monster that completed the ultimate evolutionary step. It's written that Master Dragon, fearing the evolved monster's incredible power, imprisoned him underground. Now the ruler of evil is about to resurrect. We must inform Master Dragon immediately. So, Master Dragon imprisoned the ruler of evil. Master Dragon lives in Zenithian Castle. It's just an old man's silly talk. Is it now? Because we are collecting all that Zenithian equipment to get to that castle. Yes. How can we find Master Dragon? Perhaps we don't need to find him because he should know it by now if he's really a master. Yeah, good point. If this dragon is all-knowing, all-seeing, all-sensing, all-caring, he should know already. Alright. Yes, the king is upstairs, and they're glad to see Ragnar in good spirits. Grandenburg Castle is surrounded by rocky mountains. There used to be a cave which led through the mountains. A volcanic eruption blocked the cave with lava. The magma staff might be able to melt a pathway through the mountains. You already have it. Good. Yes, we got it back when we took back Elena's castle. Oh, Ragnar, welcome back. I'm glad you found the hero. I've learned recently that the Zenithian Shield was once in this castle. It seems that in my grandfather's time, the shield was given to the Queen of Gardenbur. Gardenbur is a castle which rises from the heart of the eastern mountains. What were my grandfather's intentions? I wonder. Maybe he was trying to woo the queen. Alright, so our next stop is Grandenburg. Excuse me, we'd like to leave. But before we leave, there's things going on in Izmit. So let's go over there and poke our heads around a little bit. Alright, repel is not in effect, so we can get attacked. I think there are new monsters around here. So let's see these new monsters. Tyrannosaurus and Sevnik. Okay. You can attack those two. And let's see how this works out. Yeah, I didn't expect a lot of damage. That's more like it, though. And we put it to sleep, so that's good. Well, even better that we defeated it. Alright, 3 of you guys. So, you know what? Max, you attack the group of 2. Ragnar, you attack the one by itself. Nara. Let's go with Infernmore. We'll have some fun. We'll cast some spells. And bang. Okay. So we're doing good with these enemies. Oh, it didn't work. There not too tough. We can take them out fairly easily. They don't hit too hard. Okay, item shop? No, we don't need items. We want to talk to you, though. Welcome to Izmit Village. Everyone here is talking about the strange dream. You should talk to people before you go stay at the inn. So that is a very big clue over what is happening. When I stay at this inn, I keep having the same dream. It's creepy. Well, that would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? To have the same exact dream over and over again, but only at this one inn. Hello, kitty. Meow. What do you got to say? Our guests say they had the same strange dream here. The word spread and no one will stay here. What should I do? Look, what you need to do is market it. It needs to become part of the inn's appeal. Come here, have the creepy dream. See what everyone is talking about, that kind of thing. I came to pick up my child. Shouldn't school be over soon? This is a school. No way. Wait, stop. So yeah, this seems like a lot of the same stuff. You're wiping out the monsters? I admire you. I'm Pokos. You can have a strange dream at my inn. Isn't that exciting? Know what? Pokos, the innkeeper's son, once flew into the sky. Yeah, so did Ragnar. The kid in front of me always turns around. I can't concentrate. Why do interesting things only happen to Pokos? He's lucky. He almost got sacrificed. Please don't interrupt our studies. Yeah, poor Pokos. He almost got sacrificed. Alright. Nothing up here, at least not yet. Although thinking about it, we should probably turn it to night and see what people have to say when it's nighttime. Aren't you Ragnar? Glad to see you looking so great. Yep. Ragnar is taking care of himself. Traveling the world, seeing things. I'm making dessert for my child. I love being a mother. Yeah, we saved one of your kids, didn't we? Okay, no, we don't need any saving. Although always remember, save smart, save often. Okay, well, the armor shop and the weapon shop don't have anything interesting or new to sell. So what do you say we turn it to nighttime? Now, do you still have the Lamp of Darkness? Okay. You have the same thing to say? I'm guessing so do you. Yep. Creepy dream. Nobody in there. There are people up here, though. Pokos and his mom. I forget all my worries when I look at my child's sleeping face. Oh, I guess that's good. There's a lot to be worried about right now. Alright, nothing new with you. And should we check out what Burland has to say at night? Everyone has the same dream. It's quite strange. Well, we're going to have to find out what that dream is. And we're going to do it by sleeping here. Doze, doze. Sis, sis. Okay, there shouldn't be anybody down here. So I'm guessing that's the instructor and his aide. And they're talking about what's been going on in class. First the kidnapping of children, now the strange dream. When will we ever be able to live in peace? Well, probably at the end of the game. Worries never cease, do they? Oh, they cease. Or at least they change. Which cave should we explore next? I'll talk with Pocos. No, don't go wandering around in caves. That's how you kids got into this mess. Alright, let's take a nap. Max had fallen into a deep sleep. Seems to have begun dreaming. Alright, so in our dream we see a tower. We see somebody with a sword. We hear music. And a set of stairs appears. Rosa, have you been a good girl? Sorrow. Rosa, I've decided to exterminate all of mankind. The world will soon see its end. Until my ambition is fulfilled, you stay here. Wait, Sorrow! Someone must stop Sorrow, or the world will cease to exist. Please, someone, listen to me. Someone, listen to me. So yeah, that was an odd one. I could see why a lot of people would see that creepy. And you may remember that there's been a villain going around called Necrosorrow. So let's just remember what we saw there. That Sorrow character was at a big tower, and there was some sort of music playing, and a set of stairs appeared. Alright, you Archbisons are kind of tough, aren't you? Alright, Ragnar took damage from that. That's because the monster didn't get killed with that attack. Or at least that's what I think is the case. Alright, Belith. Now, we are going to meet some interesting monsters around here. Mostly because they have special equipment that they can potentially drop. Now, drop rates in this game are woefully low. So we may or may not ever see anything that these monsters have to drop. If we have Taloon in the party, he could potentially steal items from them. But in that case, he needs to randomly use his ability where he steals. And even though we're using the power of the Game Genie, Galoob's powerful Game Genie, we have control of our characters, but we still can't use Taloon's special abilities that way. Alright. Oh, yeah, we should see if Alex came home. There he is. Oh, soldier, it's me, Alex. Thanks for saving me. The stars are shining. Look, our stars. Oops, you're not Alex. How embarrassing. That's alright, you're happy. You're happy that your husband's home. Although I wonder how long it's been. Has it been days? Has it been weeks? Has it been months? I don't really know how much time passes between each chapter. Or if which chapters are taking place at the same time. Because I think Ragnar showed up in one other chapter. Was it Taloon's? Perhaps the ruler of evil has resurrected at last. sorry, I didn't read. Monsters seem to be getting stronger. We're closed for today. Come back tomorrow. Yeah, I'm still trying to think of when other characters have shown up during each other's chapters. I want to go to the bathroom, but I'm too scared. And Mom's asleep. It's okay, you're safe in the town. At least for the time being. Okay, nobody over there? I don't think so. And nobody over there. Okay, you're gonna let us wander around at night? Yep. You got nothing new to say. Nope. Okay, you two are asleep. I'll go to sleep. I'm the happiest when I go to sleep. I feel the same way. I am at my happiest when I'm asleep. Okay, let's go upstairs. Then we'll hook our way around. Oh, look at you sleeping on the job. Ah, you monsters. Oof, I was just dreaming. Okay, we're just gonna sneak in front of you. Ho hum. Garden isn't fun. I got it. Alright, you've told us this before. Thank you. We appreciated the story the first time. Now, it looks like you two are not going to let us upstairs. Stay at the inn tonight and come back tomorrow. The king is asleep. Well, no reason to wake him up on our account. So now we're going to head east to Grandenbur. And since we already have the magma staff, we can get through the pass that they were talking about. So let's go over there and see if we can find it. Ah, but we can't walk there, no. Alright, mystic dolls, yeah! Now, I like mystic dolls. I like them for a very simple reason. They are worth a lot of money if we can take them out. I think it's 300 each. But I don't like them because they can do stuff like confuse us. Now, Mr. Skull Knight here, I think is one of those enemies that can drop a really interesting piece of equipment. But will he drop it? Not likely. But look at that, 982 gold. So when I had to do a lot of grinding off screen for money, those were the enemies I looked for. Mystic dolls. Now I forgot that they appeared over here. I was fighting them over at, what is it, Attempto Mines? And Tyrannosaurus ran away. Oh, there you go, Chaos. I do not like that spell. That spell does bad things. Just parry. I hope for the best. She blew a kiss. The Tyrannosaurus is happy. I don't blame you, T-Rex. So while it's nice to be getting all that gold from those enemies, it's still a lot of money to outfit our party. I mean a lot of money. Alright, run amok. Run amok Albacore. See, not a lot of gold. Okay. Oh, Chilodons. I do not like you. Now let's try and burn more. I don't like these guys because they can really hurt us. Blazemore? Blazemore hurt one? I think so. That's right, we took one down. Chilonanodon? Yeah. I think what they can do is exhale freezing wind. But thankfully it's not doing a lot of damage. Part of that, I think, is the equipment we have. Oh, we gained a level. And it was Bray. Bray who's in the cart. And Bray who has the magma staff. Ice spears, not bad. Yes, that dragon mail. That dragon mail reduces the damage we take from, you know, like dragon breath and stuff like that. Like you. But you're bewildered. That's a horrific blow. Alright, yeah, we probably want to do some healing pretty soon. Alright, Belith and Chilodon. So I want to get rid of Chilodon as quick as possible. Good. Okay, Bounce. Bounce isn't going to be a problem because we're using physical attacks. Although Ragnar couldn't hit it hard enough. But Ragnar, you're not going to have that spell permanently. Does anybody know heal us yet? Let's go to heal more, and we'll start with Ragnar. Yeah, we'll do a regular heal for Nara. There we go. So there's this big rock in our way. And if Bray uses the magma staff here, down goes the rock, and we get to go to this new castle. Now, I don't think there's anything outside the castle, at least during the day. I think at night they just say we're closed, you can't go in. Welcome to Grandenburg Castle. Only women live in this castle. Our queen is a very beautiful woman. Now, what are you doing? I like it outside. I'm taking a break. I'm sure you are. Ah, travelers! A passage must have opened. That's good. I've been studying the art of prophecy. The queen, recognizing my talents, gave me the bronze amulet. It's my treasure. This is an armor shop. What do you want? Well, I think for us, there's the pink leotard. Now, the pink leotard is a pretty strong piece of armor for the ladies in our party. Now, Max is a hero, so Max can pretty much wear almost any piece of equipment in the game, and the dragon mail is a lot better than the pink leotard. Now, Nara and Mara can wear it, but they're going to get robes and armor that, even if they're not quite as strong as the pink leotard, they're going to have special effects that are better for them. But Elena, this is the best piece of armor I believe she's going to get. Yes, let's sell some stuff. Sell Elena's Cloak of Evasion. I believe someone had an iron helmet that we don't need. Now, Ragnar, do you have anything we want to sell? No. Anybody else? Alright, so let's just equip her real quick before we forget. And let's just keep wandering around. We guard as well as any men. That is a door over there, but we're going to ignore it for the moment. Oh, there's a treasure chest. We cannot open that door. Let's remember that that's there. I'm bored. Where's the excitement? You know, sometimes you don't want excitement. Believe me, I haven't stolen any clothes. Oh, so that's what you did. Alright, you down there. I can't tell anyone I lost a fight to a woman soldier. So that's what you're gonna do? You're gonna stay in prison because you don't wanna tell somebody you lost a fight? Alright, what are you up to? I haven't been able to leave since the volcanic eruption. What? A passage is open? Should I be happy or what? So I guess this volcanic explosion was recent. The rumor is that the ruler of evil will resurrect at last. Well, that's the rumor, but we're gonna do what we can to make sure it doesn't happen. What? I didn't hear you. I'm busy now. I don't remember if these jars have anything. And instead of... Oh, we found a small medal. We definitely want a small medal. What I should be doing is checking my little hint book here for where the goodies are hiding. Okay, you were already asking about the ruler of evil. The ruler of evil must be male. If I'm right, he may have a weakness for girls. Ah, so that's what we'll do. We'll use our charms against him. I prefer a strong man, no matter how he looks. Okay, let's go up. This is an old story. When the Queen's grandmother was young, she received something called the Zenithian Shield from Burland's king. And that's why we're here. I'm studying rumors related to the ruler of evil. The resurrection of the ruler of evil. The prophecy of the maturing hero who shall defeat him. Master Dragon and Zenithia. And the baby born to a celestial nymph in Granica. I'm beginning to understand the meaning of all these stories. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Now, unfortunately... Nope, not that door. Unfortunately, none of those chests up there have anything that we want. This is the Queen's dressing room. Don't touch those beautiful dresses with your dirty hands. Oh, well, excuse me. The Queen is very strict. Watch your manners. You must be travelers. We've had peace because we've been cut off from the outside world. Leave immediately. But, the shield? Alright, maybe there's something else we can do. The Queen speaks harshly, but she's actually tender-hearted. She would have enjoyed a commoner's life if she hadn't been born into the royal family. I feel sorry for her. Yes, I'm sure it's very tough for her. And we find Agility Seed. So that was worth it. Alright, there's only one place left to check. And I purposely saved it for last. Because this video is going long. And we should start wrapping it up soon. Hello, good sir. Hello. Why don't you check the drawers? You'll find something. Will we now? Well, nothing there. How about this one? Nothing there. Oh. Thieves! Help! Wait, no, we didn't take anything. You bold thieves. You're under arrest. Come. So, something happened. They think we stole from that woman. That was the same woman who was talking about the bronze amulet. Well, not a lot we can do. Get out. The Queen will see you. I am the Queen of this country. I judge all accused. You're accused of stealing the prophetess's bronze amulet. Do you admit you stole it? Well, we didn't steal it, so no. The prophetess says she saw you steal it. Do you still insist you didn't steal it? Yes, we insist. Then who stole the bronze amulet? If you insist you're falsely accused, I'll give you a chance to find the real thief. However, I'll have to keep one of you as a hostage. Soldiers, put one of them in jail. Go find the thief now. They've taken Ragnar as hostage. To change the hostage, talk to me. So, there's poor Ragnar. I'm counting on you. Catch the thief. So, normally, I would leave Talon in there. Because he's kind of the one I use the least. But now, since we have more or less control of our characters, let's let Ragnar stay in there. Now, what I might do is off-screen, drop off items at the bank. I'm the only man living in this castle. You envy me, don't you? By the way, welcome to the House of Healing. Alright, so we're going to save here, and we're going to wrap up this episode. But when we get back together, we're going to find that thief and clear our names. See you then.